How you guys doing this Monday afternoon? By the time you see this video, it will be afternoon. I just pulled up to work at 6 a.m. in the morning. Decided I'd make a quick video real quick and release it this afternoon. So guys, you see the title of the video. I'm gonna speak on Generation Z and Generation Z's work ethic. Right now, I've seen a lot of videos made about Gen Z, their work ethic, how they're navigating life, how they're navigating work life. Should they give it their all? Should they not give it their all? So I just want to give my take, because this is something I deal with every single day. Because as you guys know, that's been following me for a while, I am a travel stop general manager. So I am in the retail. I'm considered to be in retail. So in my travel stop, I got every generation in my travel stop. I got Gen Z, I have Gen X, I have millennials, and I even got a few baby boomers. So I got 4 generations that work for me. 4. And I'll be honest with you, the most challenging is dealing with the Gen Zs. Just gonna be honest with you. Just gonna be 100% honest with you. And the reason I say they're the most challenging is because they are the ones that are going through so much outside of work, and they're trying to balance the two. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I feel bad for Gen Z because they are trying to live life with high as costs and also trying to have a career. So it's almost like, damn, should I give it my all on my job or my career when I'm gonna struggle anyways? So Gen Z, honestly, they're caught between a rock and a hard place because they are trying to navigate life, but navigating life is not really easy right now. They're just starting their lives right now, and it's hard as hell out here. It's hard as hell. So, and I think with them dealing with that, and then the expectations of work, I think it's just, personally, I just think it's hard for them to balance the two. Because it's almost like, should I really care about how I do my job? Because I'll just go find another one if I lose this one, because I'm struggling to pay my bills anyway. So I don't know. But I know, to me, those are the hardest individuals that I have to deal with. Those are the hardest, because I'm not, and don't take this wrong, guys. If you're a Gen Z and you listen to this, don't take this wrong. But most of my Gen Z employees, they really don't care. They don't. They really don't put forth the effort. They're not very reliable. They want to make great money with minimal effort, and they don't want to put in front end effort. Gen Z wants to make what I make with no skills whatsoever. Gen Z want to make what Frank made, and they have no skills. And most of them don't want to, like I said, they don't want to put in that front end effort. They don't want to prove themselves. They want everything handed to them on a silver platter. And guys, again, don't get this wrong. This is not all of Gen Z. This is not all of Gen Z. But the ones that I deal with, a lot of the ones that I deal with on my job as the head boss of my travel stop, this is what I get from most of them. This is the attitude that they give me. This is the expectations that they have for themselves. They don't want to work hard, and they want to make top money. Well, I don't care what they're going with outside of work. Struggling to make ends meet, struggling to pay bills. When you're working for me, Frank, I expect you to still put forth effort working for me, because I'm old school. If you're on the clock getting paid, I expect you to do the best job you can possibly do. That's just my expectation. And if you can't give me that, then you're not going to work for me long. I have terminated just terminated somebody the other day. So I've terminated 4 people within the last month, and they've all been Gen Z. They've all been Gen Z. Because they think that I'm going to kiss their butt to work for me. And that's never going to happen. I am never going to kiss anybody's butt to work for me when the company is giving you a paycheck. Yeah, I know it's not my money, but it still goes against my payroll that I have to be accountable for. And if you're not giving me minimal effort, but like I tell people, yeah, you may work for the company, but I determine whether you get that paycheck or not. Because if I don't want you here, you're not going to be here to collect that paycheck. So the last 4 individuals that I've terminated within the last month, or I should say have been terminated in our travel stop, because they all didn't report to me. They all had different managers, and their manager reported to me. But the last 4 people we have lost have all been Gen Z employees, because they all think they can do what they want, when they want, without any accountability. And that's just not going to fly when you're working in my travel stop. It's not going to fly. So like I said, I'm sympathetic with Gen Z, because I know they're going, they got it tough. They got it tough. They are trying to navigate work with jobs that's not paying much. They're trying to survive out in the real world, trying to pay their bills, trying to lay down some foundations. And it's hard for them because they're not making enough money. So they're carrying all these burdens with them, you know? They're carrying all these burdens with them, physically and mentally, you know? And, yeah, I mean, that's how I feel about it. I think I got some good Gen Z employees that honestly give me a good day's work. But then I got some that I gotta constantly stay on, because they have this attitude, this smug attitude, like, I don't get paid enough money to do this job anyway. Well, you know what? If that's the attitude that you have, go work somewhere else, because soon you're not going to be working here, and that choice is going to be out of your hands. You know, if you don't want to work here, that's fine. If you're not happy with the pay, that's fine. Just quit and go find another job, because soon you leaving will not be in your hands. You won't control that. I will control it, because I will get you out of here if you're not going to give me a good day's work. So guys, that's how I feel about Gen Zs. Got some good ones out there, and you got some bad ones. You got some out there that want to work, and you got some out there that don't want to work. But I think overall they've gotten a bad rap, because most of them will work. But like in every bunch, you have some bad apples. So guys, you have a great day. This is Frank. I'm out of here.